Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, March the 24th of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, one woman sustains injuries after a cement mixer truck crashes into her home. Woman facing dangerous harm charge following violent domestic dispute. And Donald Trump says any country buying oil from Venezuela will face a 25% tariff on trade with the U.S. In regional news, CARICOM leaders prepare for an emergency meeting with the U.S. Secretary of State. While internationally, South Korean court reinstates impeached Prime Minister Han Duck-soo as acting president. And coming up in sports, the coaching component of Republic Bank's 5 for Fun kicks off this week, while 3 are drafted to the inaugural CWI Breakout T20 League. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. A major accident occurred today along the Cliff to Woburn Road project site as a cement mixer truck crashed into a home. Nisha Paul was on the scene and filed this report.
A concrete mixer on the Consolidated Contractors Company Caribbean Inc. CCCCI construction site crashed into a home along the Woburn Cliff Road project site just after 1 p.m. on Monday. The impact has caused significant damage to the concrete structure, while a woman who is said to have been the lone occupant at the time was reportedly rushed to the St. George's General Hospital for medical observation. Her condition remains unknown at this time. When our news team arrived on the scene, CCCCI workers were actively using heavy machinery to remove the concrete mixer, which had torn through a section of what appears to be a 2-story home. When questioned about the incident, CCCCI officials declined to comment, directing our news team instead to longtime employee Neville Thomas, who was operating the concrete mixer at the time of the accident.
So we got to mix concrete this morning, but the inspector tell us don't mix no concrete. But the engineer he willing, he say go and mix. I leave and I come up. When I reach, I put all this stuff. I put cement, everything already. Reverse to take the water. I go up on top. I full all them two tank on the side. When to put water inside the concrete, it was me alone, so I also jump down and jump up. So when I come down to take off the water, the truck just pick up a speed. I couldn't go do nothing to say to one hold it back. I couldn't tell you you're already going across the road already. And she keep going down below the road there, so I couldn't do nothing to it. When the truck stopped, she come off. She come out from where she was in the kitchen. So she said she see the thing coming down, so she go and jam herself in a corner. So when the truck stopped now, that when she come outside, she come pass in front of the truck and come out.
After nearly 2 hours of work, crews successfully removed the concrete mixer from the home just after 3 p.m. Authorities have yet to determine the cause of the crash, and investigations are ongoing. GBN has reached out to MP for the area, Minister Andy Williams, for a reaction to the incident. However, all efforts today have proven futile. We'll bring you more details as this story develops. Stay with us for more updates. Reporting for GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.
A domestic dispute in St. David has left a man fighting for his life and a woman facing serious criminal charges. The incident unfolded on March 20th in the community of Pedmata, where a heated argument escalated into a violent stabbing. Authorities confirmed with GBN earlier today that 43-year-old chef Karen Stapleton was arrested and charged with dangerous harm after allegedly using a sharpened instrument to stab her partner multiple times. The victim, sources have identified as 43-year-old Denzel John, suffered severe stab wounds and remains in critical condition. Stapleton was granted bail in the amount of $15,000 with 2 sureties following her arrest. As part of her bail conditions, she has been ordered to have no contact with the victim and is scheduled to appear before the St. David's Magistrates Court on April 8th. If convicted, Stapleton could face a maximum penalty of 20 years imprisonment for the offense. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you the latest updates as they become available. A collaborative effort is still underway to devise a plan of action to salvage the MV Dolly C. According to disaster coordinator at the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, Dr. Terrence Walters, a company from Trinidad and Tobago, is working together with local entities, including the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority and the National Water and Sewage Authority and the Coast Guards to develop a plan. Since the NADMA Operations Center meeting on March the 11th, there's been no change in the status of the boat. NADMA confirmed there have been no reports of oil leaks or any environmental impact. The relevant authorities will continue to monitor the boat's situation closely in the meanwhile. Efforts are ongoing to pump water from the boat, which ran aground near Point Salines on March the 8th. At the time, the vessel was returning home from Trinidad and Tobago, where it had been dry docked for over a month for repairs. With the dry season upon us and predictions for an exceptionally dry period, the question of how residents on the sister islands are coping has become even more urgent. Many are now deprived of water catchment options. Christina John was in Carriacou and provided us with this report.
The brunt of the dry season is already being felt, which means increased water usage, with the sister island of Carriacou even more susceptible to the harsh conditions and water supply a challenge. Concerns are being raised about how residents are managing. Many residents relied on rainwater harvesting. However, with some roofs still damaged, proper catchment is difficult, further compounding the challenge. In 2016, the then New National Party administration handed over a saltwater reverse osmosis desalination plant and photovoltaic system, a project that was done in collaboration with the Government of Grenada, UKAID, GCCA, Intra-ACP Program, the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, NAWASA, and GrenLec. Our news desk reached out to the National Water and Sewage Authority on the company's efforts to meet the needs of Carriacou residents. Todd Labari is NAWASA's acting manager for the Production and Quality Department.
Carriacou and Pitimandik has a unique situation in that water health and sanitation and hygiene is linked to having rainwater stored and conveyed from their roofs to their cisterns. Now, what Beryl would have done would have been to disrupt that cycle. So Beryl happened on July 1st, and persons for that entire rainy season, the vast majority, were unable to store water in their cisterns. So as such, what has happened is that a project and a system that was intended to complement and be the first of future projects now has been thrust upon the responsibility for for supplying water to the entire island. So there is a huge demand on the plant. And what has happened as a result is that we now have to run it at maximum and sometimes a little stretch beyond maximum capacity to meet all those demands.
Labari said this has put extra strain on their already limited resources, which now requires them to manage what they have for an extended period. The company has a number of projects in the pipeline, all geared towards addressing and eliminating water scarcity on the island.
Definitely we have to do upgrades, but as it relates to manpower, our surveillance has to be a lot more. We have to be monitoring for leaks a lot more. We have to be checking the tank levels. We have to be checking our intake systems a lot more. And as we run the plant way more than we usually do, it requires a lot of maintenance. Operating something at max capacity for these extended periods of time usually have certain effects on parts. Certain parts may get damaged and need to be replaced. It would require for us to do valve regulation because we have a system that was originally intended to be the first of a few, now having to do everything on its own. So the capacity of it is not able to meet the extended demand that we now face. That one has been thrust upon us due to the dire dry season we had last year, and also to the effects of Hurricane Beryl.
Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs, Devin Andrews, said they are happy to also partner with Windward Aid, which has launched an initiative to support recovery efforts on the island, especially with restoring the water supply.
In addition to that, we are grateful for partners like Windward Aid and other organizations who have stepped up to the plate, understanding the challenges that we've had way before the dry weather, in providing many hundreds of households, both in Carriacou and on Petite Martinique, with 500 gallons of water every week for the next couple months. In addition to that, all children in our schools, primary schools and secondary schools, receive 2 bottles of water each day. Of course, except on a Monday, on a Saturday and Sunday. So that is helping with some of the drinking water issue.
Chief Operations Officer at Windward Aid, Marvin Fraser, said access to clean water is essential for life and recovery. While the road to rebuilding is long, this initiative represents Windward Aid's ongoing dedication to ensuring that the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique can meet their basic needs as they work to restore their homes and livelihoods. In Grenada, the 2025 dry season, typically from December to March, is expected to be drier than usual, with higher temperatures and low humidity, potentially leading to increased water scarcity and bushfire risks. For 2025, there is a moderate chance of 68% probability for 3 to 6 7-day dry spells and 1 to 3 10-day dry spells. Cressida John, GBN News.
This is news at 7 coming up. Donald Trump says any country buying oil from Venezuela will have to pay a 25% tariff on trade with the U.S. Stay with us for the details.
Are you looking to further your education but need financial support? Ariza Credit Union is here to help. With our educational loan, you can pursue your dreams. Whether you're working and studying, taking professional online courses, or engaging in full-time education, we've got you covered. Our flexible repayment options and competitive interest rates provide the right support for you on this journey. Visit Ariza Credit Union. Apply today, take control today, and own your own education.
Boyo, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up. I'm coming. Karim, what are you doing? Fly my kite. Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy. Why not? The wind good. Because mommy say kite threads conduct electricity. Yeah, kite. It's right. If your kite gets stuck in power lines, it can cause power outages, or even worse, it can get shocked. Come, let's go and fly them in the pasture. Yeah, that makes sense.
Grenland, energizing our Grenada.
Paying is faster and easier with Glow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/BassPay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Agritech Limited Grenada is your one-stop shop for all your farming needs. We provide seeds and seedlings, pesticides, fertilizers, irrigation and water management systems, veterinary products, and a wide range of agricultural products and implements. Our staff is knowledgeable and ready to serve you. Call us on 435-9677 or 440-4460 or visit us in Happy Hill, St. George. We are open Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Agritech Limited Grenada. Come grow with us.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Do your dreams seem far away from coming true? The National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Jackpot is $292,000. Fulfilling your plans can be just one ticket away. So play today. Lotto. Play and win a lot of money.
Tracksuit, water bottle, sneakers. It's time. Let's get ready to join us on the road this year for Quad Bank's annual Pump It Up Family Fun Walk. Tell your family and friends and let's get moving towards a healthier lifestyle. Carry a coup. Come out in your numbers on Sunday, April 6th from 4 p.m. as we pump it up from Alexis Food Store's car park to the Hillsborough Tennis Court. On Sunday, May 4th, the action is on the mainland. We're hitting the road at 4 p.m. from Monrouge Playing Field to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Registration ends on May 2nd or while stocks last. So get your packages today. Individual packages cost $20. For groups of 3 or more, packages cost $15 each. Proceeds go towards the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou. Visit our website for more details. See you on the road for
Welcome home. GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. U.S. President Donald Trump has announced a new measure targeting Venezuela, which could have unintended consequences for Grenada. On Monday, Trump revealed that any country purchasing oil or gas from Venezuela will face a 25% tariff on all trades with the United States. The secondary tariff will take effect on April the 2nd. The move is in response to what Trump described as Venezuela sending, quote, tens of thousands of violent individuals to the U.S. This development raises concerns for Grenada, as the spice gas brand sources its supply from Venezuela. Spice gas is the name used for the liquefied petroleum gas, or LPG, distributed by Gavin Plus Grenada Limited, the authorized operator of the Petrocaribe Grenada Limited LPG filling plant. While Grenada doesn't import large quantities of oil from Venezuela directly, it is part of the wider Caribbean region, which has long-standing energy ties to Venezuela through the Petrocaribe initiative. Petrocaribe has provided Caribbean nations with favorable terms for purchasing oil from Venezuela. If the U.S. tariffs are enforced, it could disrupt the regional energy market, driving up the cost of oil and gas for countries reliant on cheaper Venezuelan supplies. The government has yet to comment on this development. GBN will continue to monitor the situation. CDB says China has reaffirmed its support for the bank and Caribbean region. Beverly Telesford reports.
Daniel Best, president of the Caribbean Development Bank CDB, has confirmed China's reaffirmation of unwavering support for both the CDB and the Caribbean region. During the 2025 annual news conference themed Rebirth, Innovate, Transform and Thrive for a Resilient Future, Best, the CDB's seventh president, responded to a question about China's involvement in the Caribbean Development Bank's Special Development Fund.
China is a member of the Caribbean Development Bank, just like any of the 27 other members of the bank. We have 28 members. China's commitment to CDB and to the Caribbean and to Caribbean people remains steadfast. And as a result, China is also eligible for procurement opportunities and have benefited from procurement opportunities that have been extended as a result of financing of the institute.
Best revealed that China intends to make further contributions to the bank's efforts.
And I'm pleased to report that at our pledging that would have occurred at the end of last week for the Special Development Fund, that the contributor for China issued a strong statement of support in the Special Development Fund and in the Caribbean Development Bank, and will be pledging later this year.
Over the past 2 decades, China's influence in the Caribbean and Latin America has surged, with ongoing uncertainties about the role of the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, in the region. China stands poised to expand its presence. Already, the country has significant ties to the Caribbean community. Since 2022, 10 Caribbean nations, Grenada, Cuba, Jamaica, Suriname, Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Dominica, Antigua and Barbuda, and the Dominican Republic have joined China's Belt and Road Initiative. Its plan to connect Asia with Africa and Europe through land and maritime networks, aiming to boost trade, investment, and infrastructure development. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
The people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique are known for their resilience. Despite challenges, they often bounce back quickly. Now, as preparations intensify for the 2025 Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment, or CPEA, educators have assured that students on the sister islands are ready to perform exceptionally well. Rosalina John reports.
It's just about 9 months since Hurricane Beryl ravaged the island of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, having destroyed over 95% of the infrastructure. The island is still rebuilding. Many sectors were seriously impacted, including the education sector. Schools on the island suffered tremendously, with some students having to relocate to mainland Grenada for a short time. With the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessments about 6 weeks away, our news desk sought to find out how prepared students are to write the exams. Certain students from Our Lady of the Rosary Catholic School, formerly known as Leicester RC School, will be writing the exam. Principal Leandra Williams-Steele is confident in their readiness. Williams-Steele said although she is not qualified as a psychologist, students appear still traumatized.
Okay, I think we are well on track, even though we had some setback because we started school a bit late at the end of September. But we are on track. We have completed our book reports. We are in the process of completing our writing portfolio. And we are working on the project as we speak. And the children are having additional classes to catch up, because much is lost in the first term. So I think we're very much on our way, and we should do well at this year's CPA examinations. Well, the students, I know they may still be traumatized, and probably they hear the wind. The wind has been very strong these days, and no rain really. But, so we don't know that emotional side or that psychological side, maybe they are still traumatized. But I think they would have been given a good account of themselves, in preparing for the CPA. It's something that they look forward to, so they are doing well.
Over at the Mount Pleasant government, Mr. Devon Matheson, a grade 6 teacher, said they have employed certain strategies to make up for the lost period.
Yes, in terms of, we had the difficulty in terms of the setback of the passing of the hurricane. However, when we look at our situation now, the work that we have been doing, I think that come the 13th and the 14th of May, our students would be at a level where they should be producing the best version of themselves for the assessment. Definitely, because of, as I said, we had a late start in terms of school reopening, and we are doing after-school classes Monday to Friday, and certain students would come in on the weekend to catch up on some of the components of the CPA.
Despite the setback in terms of internet access, he believes his 14 students are well on their way to successfully completing the 2 days of CPA exams.
As of now, one of the challenges that we were facing is in terms of internet access, in terms of the students doing the research for the different projects and certain components of the CPA, but the area is getting back the internet, so we are in a space now where we could get some work done. Some of the students have their own devices at the school. Luckily, we were able to save some of our laptops, so they are using that.
Rosalina John, GBN News.
More news to come. Stay with us.
In a world driven by digital innovation, our future is defined by connectivity and communication, shaping how we learn, work, and interact. But what safeguards our digital rights? The Electronic Communications or EC Bill will. The EC Bill ensures rights such as improved quality of service, data privacy and security, support for universal service and access, and complaint resolution are protected, with a tribunal to resolve disputes. This is consumer protection. The EC Bill also ensures a competitive environment for electronic communications companies to enter the market. There are many other benefits of the EC Bill. ECTEL is paving the way for a fair, secure, and inclusive digital society for our contracting states.
ECTEL and the NTRCs, digitally transforming our space together.
In Grenada,
Grenada, sports aren't just a game. They're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency, unlocking the possibilities.
ACB, speed, start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB, speed, start, manage, expand. They came on all my competition, got the whole bank's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation.
Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more.
ACB,
start, manage, expand your business today.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Indulge your senses at Peculiar Body Concept Skincare and Spa Services, where every visit is a journey to rejuvenation. Whether it's waxing, a customized facial, or a relaxing massage, our team is dedicated to making you look and feel your best. Step into your serene oasis and escape the everyday hustle. Enjoy personalized treatment tailored just for you because you deserve it. Relax, refresh, and release your inner glow. We also offer training and skin consultation. Book your appointment today and discover your true beauty at Peculiar Beauty Concept, Skincare and Spa Service, where relaxation meets elegance. Visit us online or call 538-1533.
$10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart! Best value bet. Backup and multi-X, you cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Athletes from the 2 secondary schools in Carriacou received cash donations totaling $5,000 to help fund their participation in the upcoming Intercall Games. Here's more in this report from Chrislena John.
This cash donation was made possible through Lyndon Victor Foundation, the LVF, as it continues its mission to empowering young athletes. The monetary donation of $2,500 each to the Hillsborough Secondary School and Bishop's College will go towards supporting athletes' participation in Intercall 2025. The official handover ceremony last Friday was attended by schools representatives, student athletes, and members of the media. Representing the foundation, Thea Victor, sister of Olympian Lyndon Victor, presented the donations to Principal Mr. Brian Lindor of Hillsborough Secondary School and Principal Miss Rhoda Quamina of Bishop's College. The donation reinforces LVF's dedication to ensuring student athletes have the resources they need to compete at the highest level. Victor emphasized the foundation's commitment to athletic development and the values of perseverance, teamwork, and resilience.
The journey of an athlete is built on dedication, teamwork, and perseverance. Values that are not only critical in the field, but also in life. This donation is our way of investing in your dreams and providing the resources you need to excel. We believe in your potential and are proud to be a part of your journey. To the athletes, keep pushing yourself and remember that success comes through hard work, resilience, and teamwork.
This initiative follows Lyndon Victor's fundraising efforts, which began last year in response to Hurricane Beryl, where he launched a brand merchandise campaign to support relief initiatives. Now, with this financial contribution, LVF extended its reach to Caracou's student athletes, ensuring they have the opportunity to compete at the national level. Expressing their appreciation for the donation, the school's representatives explained that the funds will be used to cover travel expenses, accommodation, and other competition-related expenses.
I just want to say to Lyndon in particular that he's an exceptional athlete, a true role model, and a generous supporter of sports development. Your achievements on the world stage has made us proud, but what makes you even more inspiring is your dedication to giving back. Your generosity and unwavering support towards the development of sports in Hillsborough Secondary and Caracou by extension. You're not just an Olympian in competition, you're an Olympian in heart and spirit, leading by example and showing our young athletes that dreams are possible with hard work, discipline, and community support. Because of you, many young athletes now have the motivation and resources to push beyond their limits, to strive for excellence, and to believe that they too can achieve greatness. Your investment in our sporting community will leave a lasting impact for generations to come. So on behalf of Hillsborough Secondary School, principal and staff, and everyone gathered here today, we say a heartfelt thank you. We appreciate you, we celebrate you, and we continue to cheer you on in all your future endeavors.
That was a representative from the Hillsborough Secondary School, Ian Bartholomew. With this latest handover, the Lyndon Victor Foundation continues to set the standard for athlete mentorship and development in Grenada. The foundation looks forward to further initiatives that support young talent and inspire future generations.
Stay with us. We'll have sports and international news right after the break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Glendale, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians. From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, so no. Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 that them man make a hard day man. Me a 38 day man. But you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. Look number 1. Ah yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Good evening, sports fans. The coaching segment of the Republic Bank 5 for Fun program officially kicks off this weekend. Launched in 2024 with the support of the Grenada Cricket Association, GCA, and the Ministries of Education, Youth and Sport, 5 for Fun aims to provide students aged 8 to 12 from 31 primary schools with a fun and supportive environment to learn the basics of cricket. The program emphasizes participation over competition, offering young players the chance to experience the joy of the game while developing valuable life skills such as leadership, teamwork, and communication. Raphael Croney, the program coordinator, shared his thoughts on its impact, and Brendan Ramlal, a developmental coach from Cricket West Indies, also spoke about the importance of nurturing young talent.
We have 31 schools that will be involved in this program. It's really divided into 5 zones. And 6 zones inclusive of Carriacou. So we have 5 schools per zone, which would make it 25 on the mainland. And we have 6 in Carriacou, which would include P.T. Matney. What is going to happen? Coaching will start in earnest from Monday the 24th, where we expect our coaches to go into the schools and to give some technical assistance in terms of enabling everyone to understand how the program is going to be run. So we probably will have that for about 5 weeks, which will be followed by what we call the playoffs. So we would find that each zone is going to play off. St. David zone, which will have 5 schools, they're going to play off, they're going to have a winner. That will go right around to all the zones. Eventually, we'll end up with the 6 winners, which are going to meet on June the 24th for the finals. Which would be another big event, and we're still going to confirm where that will be held, but certainly the media will know very early.
Brendan Ramlal is the developmental coach from Cricket West Indies.
Tell me, you mentioned about the under 16?
Yeah, there's the potential for 2026 to introduce what we have. We already have in place a regional under 19 girls tournament, and there's the potential in 2026 of under 16 girls regional tournament. Hence, the push for this grassroots hub program to identify talent from the 5 for Fun program to migrate them through, so that we bridge the gap between the primary school program and that under 19 program.
The stage is set for the 2025 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, or CPL, with the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots facing off against newcomers Antigua and Barbuda Falcons in the season opener on Thursday, August the 14th at Warner Park. The tournament will run from August the 14th to September the 21st, with 34 exciting matches spread across 6 host nations: Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Guyana, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and Trinidad and Tobago. Each of the 6 franchises will play 10 group stage matches before the playoffs begin in Guyana, culminating in the grand finale at the Guyana National Stadium in Providence. The 2024 CPL saw 34 thrilling matches across the region, with the St. Lucia Kings emerging as the champions for the first time, claiming their maiden title at the Guyana National Stadium. 3 Grenadian cricketers have been drafted to the Windward Islands Infernos for the inaugural CWI Breakout T20 League. Johan Jeremiah, Darryl Cyrus, and Teddy Bishop will represent the Infernos in the competition, which is set to take place from April the 25th to May the 10th, 2025, at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Trinidad and Tobago. The league will feature 6 teams and 17 matches. The other teams in the league include Barbados Pelicans, Guyana Rainforest Rangers, Jamaica Titans, Leeward Islands Thunder, and Trinidad and Tobago Legions. Players must be under 30 years of age with limited professional experience, fewer than 40 List A T20 matches, and fewer than 10 international T20s. This league aims to bridge the gap between domestic CPL and international cricket while still fostering talent for the future. In related news, Cricket West Indies CWI has confirmed the West Indies women's squad for the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup qualifiers, scheduled from April the 9th to the 19th, 2025 in Lahore, Pakistan. The team will first attend a pre-tournament camp in the United Arab Emirates before traveling to Pakistan. The West Indies will compete against hosts Pakistan, Ireland, Bangladesh, Scotland, and Thailand for one of the remaining 2 spots in the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2025, which will be held in India from October to November. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. Now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. CARICOM leaders convened in an emergency virtual session on Friday to prepare for the upcoming visit of the U.S. Secretary of State to Jamaica, scheduled for Wednesday, March the 26th.
CARICOM leaders, including Prime Minister Stuart Young, met on Friday in an emergency virtual session to prepare for a visit by U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio to Jamaica. The Office of the Prime Minister confirmed on Saturday that Prime Minister Stuart Young will meet with Secretary Rubio. Their discussions are expected to focus on U.S. foreign policy and the effect on Trinidad and Tobago and the wider region. The statement from the PM's office says Prime Minister Young believes the bilateral bilateral discussions provide a strategic opportunity to highlight the importance of the relationship between Trinidad and Tobago, CARICOM, and the United States, and to focus on exploring areas for the deepening of cooperation. The Prime Minister notes that his meeting with Secretary Rubio is in keeping with his undertaking to continue to engage in dialogue at the highest level of the United States administration for the benefit of all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Secretary Rubio's visit comes on the heels of threats from the U.S. administration to revoke the U.S. visas of regional officials whose countries have utilized Cuban medical personnel to support their health programs. Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Dr. Amy Brown will accompany Prime Minister Young to Jamaica. Karen Cozier-Phillip, TGT News.
South Korea's constitutional court has rejected the impeachment of Prime Minister Han Duck-soo, reinstating him as acting president. Han had taken over from President Yoon Suk-yeol, who was impeached in December following his controversial declaration of martial law. More in this report from Al Jazeera.
South Korea's acting president, Han Duck-soo, back on the job after being cleared of any constitutional wrongdoing related to President Yoon Suk-yeol's declaration of martial law. His first act was a call for calm.
We are experiencing tremendous conflict, but we all share the same wish for this country, which we worked hard to build, to continue to develop and prosper.
Supporters and detractors of Yoon had hoped the ruling would shed light on the impeached president's fate. The ruling avoided mention of whether or not the declaration of martial law breached the Constitution, which means there is still no clear indication of how President Yoon's ruling, which is still being deliberated by the court, might play out. The opposition Democratic Party responded with dismay as the party's headquarters was moved to a tent in downtown Seoul's main protest area. Its leader called on the court to speed up the decision on President Yoon.
As the court delays its ruling, unrest and conflict are erupting across the nation. A serious confrontation is drawing battle lines among the public. What began as a psychological civil war is now escalating, with growing signs that the country may be heading towards a physical civil war.
South Korea's largest trade union is threatening to stage a general strike later this week if the Constitutional Court does not set a date for its ruling on President Yoon's impeachment by Wednesday. Jack Barton, Al Jazeera, Seoul.
And that's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. For a recap of the night's top headlines. One woman sustained injuries after a cement mixer truck crashed into her home. Woman facing dangerous harm charge following violent domestic dispute. And Donald Trump says any country buying oil from Venezuela will face a 25% tariff on trade with the U.S. And regionally, CARICOM leaders prepare for an emergency meeting with the U.S. Secretary of State. While internationally, South Korean court reinstates impeached Prime Minister Han Duck-soo as acting president. In sports, the coaching component of Republic Bank's 5 for Fun kicks off this week, while 3 are drafted to the inaugural CWI Breakout T20 League. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you for choosing to join us. We'll see you again tomorrow night.